Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Tommy's Recovery Journal. Today I want to go back and do my eating disorder history. I know I've already done this video in the past, but I would like to do it again because I didn't cover a lot of things and the rest of it didn't upload as well. So I'd like to do that today and hope you enjoy it. And firstly, foremost, I would like to mention there'll be pictures here and mentions of weights and things, so if that's going to be triggering for you, please click off just now. I don't want you watching this because I don't want it affecting you. Thanks very much. Right, my eating disorder started in 1997. I lost my mum through breast cancer. She suffered with cancer for 17 years for having me. It all started with cancer in the womb. She fought it for 17 years, various different cancers, bone cancer, cancer of the face, secondary breast cancer eventually that killed her. And at that point, I was a semi-professional footballer with Scotland, and gradually my papa had died a month before as well, and he was my rock. I mean, I could go to him and speak about anything, and he was a total hero, everything I aspired to be. He was a World War II veteran. He brought up 5 kids on his own and things. He was great. And the loss of him and my mum on top of it just compounded on me. And I started cutting down what I was eating, doing things like maybe surviving in a roll with a wee bit of ham in a day, a bit of fruit, and filling myself up in gassy juice, obviously to make me feel saturated. And it's that illusion you get with your eating disorder, as you well know. You try and fill yourself up, and so you're not thinking about food. And I was exercising consistently. I'd be going to my work in the morning, coming back, doing 5-10 mile runs, weights during the night when everybody was sleeping in the house, press ups, sit ups, constant football. And obviously over the next couple of years that I was getting up and down, and I went to Australia to visit my family, my cousins, and my cousin over in Australia, she actually has an eating disorder as well, so you kind of think to yourself, does it run in the family in some ways, because you hear it being a genetic thing, and it kind of makes you wonder, does it? And when I look back, I mean, I didn't know it at the time, but I suffered with obsessive compulsive disorder. I'd be constantly changing my clothing and washing my hands and things, and when I was looking at it now, they say that that's a kind of precursor to eating disorders, so it makes you wonder. Anyway, as I say, I went to Australia, and I went over there for a 6-month visa, and I got even worse when I got over there. I was down to about 5 stone, and you'll see the pictures up above in a wee minute of what I looked like when this was at that point. I came back, and on my way off the plane, I was just totally exhausted and I collapsed. Ended up taking a massive heart attack, would you believe? Get admitted to Gartnavel Hospital, and I was in there for 9 months, and 3 of the months was spent in a potassium coma. And I was fed through a peg feeding tube in my stomach, and I actually woke up 3 months later and I said to the nurse, am I in heaven? And she says, no, you've been in Gartnavel Hospital for 3 months, because I just like a big cloud of mist. So I was in there, like I say, for 9 months, and eventually get let out, and I was up to about 8 stone, and I got a lot better because I was really fighting, and that was the first time that I'd actually been put in touch with an eating disorder service and things. But at that point I wasn't believing that I had an eating disorder. I had it in my head that I was suffering from stomach issues, and I was making every kind of excuse under the sun, because that's one problem you do with an eating disorder. At times you just don't realise you've got it, or you're not willing to accept it and speak out, obviously because of that stigma and things, and I think that's what I was doing. So as I say, I was up at about 9 stone. I went back to work, and I was working in a wine warehouse and things, doing a warehouse assistant. And I eventually met my wife, Laura Ann Kelly, who's my rock. She's been everything to me, and she helped me all through my eating disorder. And we eventually got married in 2005. but she was really unwell, and shortly after she had 4 miscarriages, and it was misdiagnosed as polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it turned out actually she had ovarian cancer, and obviously all of that, which wasn't a good thing for me to do, but I ended up relapsing because of it, and I get admitted to hospital. My wife heard a big clatter upstairs in the bathroom, and I had fell against the bathroom sink and split my head open and taken another second heart attack. And I was in hospital for about 6 months, and just gradually I was about 7.5 stone, and I came out, but I was never really getting to the point, because at that point my dad was really no well. He suffered with severe diabetes all his life, and he ended up having an amputation in his leg, and he'd taken a massive stroke at that point, and he was wheelchair bound, and me and my wife were looking after him for the next couple of years. In 2014 there, he actually passed away, and it just finished me, because he was virtually everything to me, and I ended up getting admitted to hospital again, and I had renal failure and things, and I was in there for 3 months, and I get let out exactly a year ago today actually, and this time recovery's happened, which is amazing to think that it's because I've accepted the problem and I've spoken out about it. And that is one thing I want you to do, is please speak to someone. Don't suffer in silence. Whether it's, you can find someone, a friend, family member, go online even. I've listed below my charities that I help out with, the Beat Charity and Men and Boys Eating Disorder Service. You can go in there anonymously, speak to them and get yourself help. They'll push you in the right directions what to do, but please go and see your GP. Do not suffer in silence, because that's one thing I did. I let it go too long after my mum died, and the longer you suffer with an eating disorder, the harder it is to recover. But recovery is possible, I'll tell you. Don't let anybody, whether it be doctors, eating disorder specialists, anybody tell you that you're too far gone. You're never too far gone. You can recover, but one thing I'll stress to you is you've got to want it. It's alright saying you want to do it for other people, but do it for yourself. A tip I'll give you is start a recovery journal. Write down the things that your eating disorder is taking away from you and what you want to achieve in life. Find something that you're passionate about and set your focus on that. That will really help you recover. Obviously, where I am now, I'm helping in the media and things with my eating disorder, speaking out. I've spoke at Parliament, the Scottish Parliament, for the Eating Disorder Awareness Week in 2016. I've been in the Daily Record speaking about my story. I've been in the Scotsman newspaper, and obviously See Me Scotland, I've been doing things with them as well, and that's really been a motivating factor to me to help other people, and speaking about it obviously helps myself and things. But as I say, do not think that you can't recover. You can. I'll be honest with you, recently with my dad passing, as you well know, on my YouTube channel, his anniversary, his death was in November there, and I had a bit of a relapse and things, and I've managed to pull it round now, and the reason for that is I've actually started a vegan lifestyle, and that's one thing I'll recommend to you, really, that you should do. You're helping the animals, you're helping your health as well. You can get in a lot of calories through plant-based foods, good nutrition, lots of fruit and vegetables. Easily pack in your 3,000 calories a day, and that is one thing I would recommend you really do. There's a lot of YouTubers you'll see on that I've listed below. They've actually recovered from eating disorder through this diet, and it's one thing that's really helped me. And I'm not saying that you should do it, but look at it and really give it a go, because I think it would help you. And that's what I would like to say to you today. Do not ever give up. I love yous, but you've got to love yourself, and that is the main part of recovery. You will start to love yourself again, and I'm here for yous all the time. Please, recover. I'm fighting every day, and as I say, relapse, unfortunately, that can happen in recovery. It's one of the things that does happen, but recovery is a linear process. I mean, you'll have bumps in the road, and recovering, don't think that that makes you a failure. You become all the stronger for it, and it will learn you things in the future, how to cope with things. But in recovery, I would say to you, as I say, write down all your feelings, what's helped you, and then you can look back and say, oh, that day I had a good day, but what was that affected me in my bad days, and it'll really help you and help other people into the bargain. I really hope this has helped you, and as I say, I'm fighting every day, and I'll have good days, I'll have bad days, and the one thing I've really noticed that is me, to help me, is I've been differentiating my eating disorder voice from my voice, and I know now when Hit's telling me not to eat and things, I'm fighting against it constantly. Recovery is really, really hard, I'm not going to lie to you. You'll struggle with weight gain and things, but I promise you, don't think that you'll keep constantly gaining weight. Your body's got a set point, and once you get to that set point, you might gain a few kilograms above it, but it all eventually evens out. Don't start thinking to yourself, oh, I'm fat. Your body will even all the way out for your stomach all over. Don't forget, your body weight doesn't just come from fat. You're not fat. Your body's water, bone weight, it's all going to help you, and you need to pack in those amount of calories. I would recommend for a female 3,000 a day in recovery. I know that sounds a lot, but a male 3,500 upwards, because you've got to repair all the damage it's done to your organs and things. And I'm going to get into that in a lot of depth in my next video, the damage that eating disorders do to your organs and things, and because I've suffered a lot of it myself. But as I say, please keep fighting, and I hope listening to my story and things will realise to you that you can get through an eating disorder. I've suffered it 18 years, and I'm fighting back every day, and I'm recovering, and it will hopefully show you that you can recover as well. Thanks very much, folks, and if you like this video, as I say, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment if any videos you would like me to post in the future, and obviously subscribe to my channel if you like this channel, and follow me on Instagram. Thanks again, folks, and I love yous, and thanks for your support. It means the world. Thanks, guys, and have a great Easter.